Kegging time. I'll throw the keg here on the keg washer, get it sanitized. Already got the fittings all taken off and soaking in there. Got my number 9 clone sitting here ready to go in the keg as soon as I get everything all sanitized and ready to go. Just took the keg off the keg washer here. I got a ball valve adapter for the keg washer so I can rinse the star sand through the tube and down the beer outline so I can sanitize that on here as opposed to wasting all the CO2 by putting it in the keg and then having to run it back out. So I've dipped everything in the star sand. The lids here is pretty sudsy. I got a little bit of star sand still in here. I'm just sanitizing the bottom half of the lid here. There's nothing leaking out, so I got good seals everywhere it seems. I did change the seals on my keg, both kegs actually, this time. I had a little bit of a leak last time I kegged, and my CO2 went through rather quickly. Whoa, the camera gets all blurry when you move stuff in front and take it away, doesn't it? So I'm going to get the beer in here and then take the lid back off, put it back in the star sand sitting in the keg washer here, and then get the, you can hear it but you can't see it, get this carboy emptied into the keg and get some pressure on it. Off comes the airlock. Get my clamp out. In goes the beer. Maximize as much of this beer as I can. Smells excellent. Okay. There it is. In the keg. The old lid here on it. Ooh. Lots of star sand around there. We'll get the pressure on it. I'm going to use the other keg to run some star sand through, if I can get it to you. The old picnic tap here, make sure that that's nice and cleaned out as well. I've already run a little bit through it, but just want to make sure it's nice and sterilized before I hook it right up to the keg here. So I will get some pressure on here, and I think I may do the second ye old brew that I had as a leftover kit and keg that tonight as well too. So we'll see how ambitious I feel after I get this one all hooked up and pressurized. Well, you can see I have 2 kegs in the cooler here. I also have a bunch of other stuff in here. Don't pay too much attention to that twisted tea. I have some lady friends that like that, so you gotta, you know, prepare for the ladies every once in a while. Now, I usually set my pressure about 8-ish, 9-ish, and kind of leave it there. I don't like to try and force carbonate. Don't have a particular reason why. I just don't want to overcarbonate, I guess. But you know, when I set my temperature about 35-ish, according to the carbonating guide that I found online, that should be plenty of carbonation to get this done in a couple days. Yeah, you can see some of the other beers that I may have hidden in the fridge here. Got some other one in my actual fridge. This is my my Keezer, but yeah, I have some of this Just IPA, which is a pretty decent little beer, and some BBC local beer that I really enjoy. There's a Switchback in there, just kind of a lightish beer that I like every once in a while, and that other stuff that isn't really for me. It's just an in case, you know what I mean. So I got the 2 kegs in here. The one here in the back, that's the Magic Hat number 9 clone. This is my amber ale that's over a year old, before the brew day, so we'll see how that tastes once I finish carbonating it here. I think it's about time to throw my other bottles in from my holiday brew that I made. Those should be just about carbonated at this point. So I'm going to throw a couple of those in there and try them out tomorrow, see how they are. Hope to hear back from the friends and family that I gave a couple bottles to see how they enjoy the beer too. So I'm going to check back in with you guys in a few days when this is carbonated and give you a taste test on this, and maybe on my holiday ale as well. So we'll check back in.